Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I wasn't even gonna do this today. I was gonna wait because hair needs to be done. I'm dressed to move stuff today. Today is just one of those days, but I don't know. I just feel a strong urge to just say what's on my mind right now. I just feel that we need to wake up and we need to start expanding our minds with the positive things of life. Like, there's so much happening out here. Kids getting shot, people shooting because they're in the wrong driveway at the wrong house, people withholding grandkids from grandparents, grandparents filling in to be the parent because the children want to live their best life. It's just so much going on, and I feel that I've been on this journey of really trying to expand my mind, listening to podcasts, going to church more, trying to get involved with positive people, making sure my circle is filled with people that are doing what I want to do and are doing it well, and so that I can learn from them, so I can, be inspired and grab hold to some of the concepts that they have. Today started Taurus season, so I posted all that this morning. It's Taurus season and stuff, and I am a Taurus. My birthday is in 2 weeks, and I will be 50 years old. And it saddens me to know that it took me to late 40s to really realize that I was not living. I was just been living day to day, paycheck to paycheck, client to client. Business wasn't even organized right. I'm just going to be transparent. I've been in business for myself since 2012. And I've worked odd jobs. I've worked things, just to make ends meet, or to pay the bills that my business wasn't building, and, paying and things like that. But I've honestly been a business owner. Like, paperwork wasn't in full effect until, years down the line. I think 2014 or whatever is when I finally discovered LLC and, started trying to brand and things like that. I've rebranded 2 or 3 times. I've relocated 2 or 3 times. I've done so much, and I'm not saying that those things don't happen, because it's all a learning experience. But to really listen to some of the people that I've come across on these podcasts and things like that, I stopped really watching. I still have my favorite shows. I stopped really watching TV. I would just be so engaged in reality TV and stuff like that. And I'm just like, it's got to be something more out here, because this isn't doing anything for me. It's not feeding me. So I started really getting in tune with people who are trying to give you the opportunity to get where they are. Now, I know that a lot of it has to do with, having good credit and having some investment money and things like that. But there are some people that actually will tell you their struggles and how they started from scratch and things like that, and how they grinded and they took an opportunity, and, they put their best foot forward. And some will even tell you how they failed the first time, and then they redid it, and I just been listening to stuff like that, and I'm just like, there is so much out there that I did not know. I have financial meetings with my children. Like, I try to have them once a month, whether every 2 months or whatever, and I've been doing that for a few years, at least since we've been here in Arizona. And I realized their deadline for their new budget sheets and stuff was this past Saturday, and I realized, like, you having your kids do stuff that you ain't even doing. Like, what is wrong with you? I want my kids to be on a financial freedom journey. Like, I want them to understand credit. I want them to understand budgeting. I want them to understand paying themselves. Even if they work, like pay a job, a 9-to-5, paying yourself, and the importance of life insurance and the difference between term and whole and all that kind of stuff I never was taught. I had to find out, and I'm just now finding out in my late 40s. You know, I'm going to be 50 years old, and I am restructuring my whole entire life, like restructuring it. And I heard a podcast the other day about your zero, and I've never really looked at it as what my zero was. Zero is broke. Like, what does my broke look like? And how your mind can keep you at a certain point. But I just had the urge. My son had a situation last night. He lives in Vegas, and he had a situation last night that could have been deadly. And I'm just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, why are we so into this glamorous life? Like, it can happen, but it needs to happen the right way. Living day to day is just not it. Like, living just to be able to buy a burger and some new sneakers is not it. Financial freedom, being able to have a bank account with emergency funds, being able to have credit to go get what you need. And believe me, debt is something that I am working very hard to get out of now. And I understand the Dave Ramsey situation and stuff about that, but there is also good debt. There's a way to make debt work for you, you know. And I just want us to just open our eyes, you guys. Just open our eyes, open our minds, expand them, and get it together. Not saying that y'all ain't. This is me talking and just me sharing, but just get it together. Like, there is so much more out here. We were created for a plan. God had a plan for us. He had already a blueprint drawn out of what we were to do, but because of free will, we do what we think we're supposed to do. Sometimes it takes walking away for that thing that you are just so empowered with or whatever to do what it is that he said you were supposed to do, because it can change your life and someone else's. And this world is supposed to be all about paying it forward and being here, unity. And we are such a selfish nation. Selfish. I mean, they are putting emphasis on AI and living on Mars and all this stuff. What about here? What about Earth? What's going on right here? As long as we still got people living on the street and people killing and government parties against each other who are too old to be telling us what we need in the first place. I mean, it's just like they are just so out of tune with what's important, because they're not living these day-to-day lives that we are living out here. And we should be trying to strive to live better, to enjoy life, to inspire others, to help bring about, you know, positivity and knowledge and things like that. And our children, I mean, we are so, no, they don't need to play outside. It's too hot. They buying games and making sure that they, you know, they stay in their rooms and all this kind of stuff. No, where's their imaginations? Where's teaching them how to not only, you know, fix the problem, but never have the problem happen again? Like, I'm just so moved this morning by waking up. It's sort of like when I was trying to learn how to drive a semi, and people kept telling me, you'll get it, you'll get it, you'll get it. One day it'll just click. You know, one day your mind will just be like, oh. And I would cry, and I would be so mad at myself and think that, you know, I'm never going to get this is never going to happen or whatever. And then one day I was driving, and all of a sudden it was just like, oh, that's how I'm supposed to turn the wheel in order to get my trailer to go this way. Drive the trailer, not the truck, Monica. Like, everything that was told to me just popped. And I'm saying we need to just pop. We need to just continue to plant these seeds until it just pops and makes sense. And I want it to make sense before the age of 49 for those that aren't that age yet. Like, don't wait till it's not too late, but just gosh, I feel like I wasted so much time, but better believe I'm going to take every moment of the time that I have left. Like, this is an eye-opener for me, all the things that I'm learning, and I want to just put it all together and just give it. I don't know how. I don't know what that looks like. I don't even know if that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm praying on it right now. But I just want y'all to research out there. You might not want to go to counseling. You might not think that you need a life coach, but every coach has a coach, because there's always something to improve. There's always something to learn. There's always something that you can make better. Even the most powerful people have people. So if you don't want to do the counseling things, open a book or listen to a sermon or listen to a podcast or do something that's going to expand this. Because what's in it is expanded. It doesn't shrink. It just keeps on. You can just keep on filling it and filling it and filling it. What you focus on is what you get. You focus on the sickness that you're dealing with, you're going to stay sick. You focus on the poverty and how broke you are, you're going to stay that way. Focus on what you want. Focus on what you desire, so that it can be attracted to you. I don't know if I'm making sense to anybody, and I'm supposed to be en route right now. I'm finna go pick up a piece of furniture, but I just needed to just say this, just get it off my chest, because I just feel like we're living, but we're not living to the full potential. We're not putting our best foot forward. We're scared of change. We're scared of the what ifs, or we want to be in control of it all. We want to make sure that, okay, I got a plan A, plan B, and plan C. No! Plan, talk to God, go do it. Because He has the plans, not you. He knows. And I'm really getting into that. I have been praying, and it's not wrong to pray to Jesus, God, no, none of that. But I have been leaving out the most important person, and that's the Holy Spirit. Being guided by the Holy Spirit. Calling on the Holy Spirit. Listening to the Holy Spirit, because that's who He said He left for us. His job was done when He did the creation. Jesus' job was done once He died and rose again. The Holy Spirit is left here to guide us. And I don't even give acknowledgement to that. Until recently, learning that, hey, that's who you need to call on. You're calling on Jesus, yes, that's great. But call on the Holy Spirit and let Him do His job. I'm going to get going, but I just needed to get that off my chest. And I don't even know if it makes sense to anybody, but hey, if I could just plant a seed, and I'm going to find a way to continue to plant them. I mean, I've been dibbling and dabbling on a podcast situation, or, I tried to get my YouTube page off. Y'all won't follow me, but maybe it's not enough content. I don't know. Maybe it's not the right audience. Maybe it's not the right time. I don't know, whatever it is, but I'm going to continue to strive until I can get my voice heard about the seeds that have been embedded in me, so that I can embed it in somebody else. Take initiative to find out what your purpose is. Let's change this world. It is going to hell. And we are promised so much more. Okay. Y'all have a good day.